Hello, my name is Kevin Mullens, and over the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to share with you a business model that you might not have known existed prior to today. A business model that's actually doing very well in a bad economy. Someone either got you to look at this via the internet, or maybe they're sitting beside you right now in a living room or across a kitchen table, or maybe even out at a construction site on the front end of a pickup truck. The only thing I'm going to ask that you do from fairness from the person that asked you to view this information is that you just drop any preconceived notions about what you think this is. Most of us has got an idea about business, how to make money, and very few of us has ever actually got it completely right. Most people I know trade time for dollars. That means that they go to work and earn revenue or a wage based on what someone's willing to pay them. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that whatever you make per hour determines where you live, the cars you drive, where your kids go to school, and most of us never just really get to live life on our terms. Well, what if I could teach you how to be the CEO of your own life, control your own financial destiny, take the pen out of the hand of somebody else and actually write the chapters of your own life? Well, the industry of direct sales is something that has set my family free. I've actually created millions in the industry, and today I'm a proud partner of Zija International because I believe in the vision and the concept of what we can do from teaching people how to be wealthy and healthy at the exact same time. In years of pastoring, I'm reminded of a scripture in 3 John chapter 1, verse 2 that says, above all things, I really like how that sounds, above all things, I would that you would be in health and prosper as your soul prospers. Well, today I'm going to show you how to actually do both. And so maybe you've been praying for an opportunity. Maybe you've been looking for a way. And so many people today are working 2 and 3 jobs, and we already know that don't work very well. And so what if over the next 15 to 20 minutes I could show you a very simple concept that's revolutionizing the entire industry, and with a little bit of effort and some mentoring, and if you're teachable and coachable, I'm going to teach you how to get involved in a simple principle, create leverage in the marketplace, and do the types of things that you probably didn't think was possible, maybe prior to what you're getting ready to see today. Guys, our company is owned and founded by a gentleman by the name of Kenneth Brailsford. He's an industry icon. He's created 2 other companies that were multi-million-dollar companies. He's also started this company 100% debt-free. So when you see the comp plan and the type of revenue that's available, you'll look back and be very appreciative of that. Guys, the reason that this man came out of retirement to start this company was because of a documentary that was aired on the Discovery Channel that was featuring something called the Moringa tree. It's been called the Miracle Tree. It's been called the Giving Tree. And actually been called many different things. But the truth is that this captivated Mr. Brailsford's attention to this point that he wanted to go create a business model and wrap it around this moringa tree because of the nutrients and the actual problems that it could solve in the human condition. He, at that particular point, began to put an executive team together, one that's unparalleled in the multi-level marketing industry. This particular staff actually has over 100 years of experience in the industry. If you're going to be in covenant with people, you got to be in covenant with people that's been where you've never been before, and they're visionary and they actually know what they're doing, especially if you're going to build a global business. From an expert standpoint, Mr. Russ Bianchi and Dr. Joshua Plant. Guys, Dr. Joshua Plant actually graduated first in his class with a PhD from Harvard Medical School. I don't know if I graduated in the lower 50% of my own high school. So although I don't know if I could communicate daily with these guys, the thing that I love is that from a validation standpoint, our ownership has went out and collected the best experts possible so that we could be on the cutting edge of everything that we do. Our headquarters is in Utah, but globally, guys, we're in 32 countries and growing. So when you start thinking about the people you know that you want to be on your team and the people that you want to share this great information with, guys, in the scripture, there's a principle that teaches called the Jabez prayer. And one of the favorite parts of that people often recite is that thou would enlarge my territory. Guys, most of us just think about maybe owning a couple of pieces of real estate or owning a traditional business with 2 or 3 employees. What if I could teach you with a little bit of effort how to get paid on things that are being done every single day across the world, so that from a 24-hour-a-day standpoint, you can learn how to get paid not only when you're up, but what about when you're laying down? So guys, my vision is big. The Bible said without a vision, people perish. From an opportunity standpoint, let's just simply look at where we used to be. Guys, we used to eat foods that were processed correctly, had all the nutrients that were valuable to our current lifestyle. As you well know, the food groups that we all should consume, the fact is that today we live a very fast pace. And with fast pace sometimes become fast food. And the foods today just are not packed with the nutrients that they used to be. Although food's relevant, it's just not as productive for us as it once was. And today, so many people are allergic to so many different things, and so much stuff is processed differently. I'm not a food expert, but probably anybody out there can recognize that there's been a great decline in the nutrients, amino acids, and things that are found not only in our vitamins, but just in our crops. And so one of the things that we must do is subsidize or offset that by, of course, being on some sort of nutritional system. It's definitely a worldwide epidemic problem that today a lot of us are just not where we want to be when it comes to health, and also an overweight issue. Guys, obesity is an ongoing problem in multiple countries today for many different reasons, often pointed, of course, to food and maybe lack of activity. What if we could teach you how to sort of start solving some of those issues? And one of those solutions is the moringa tree. The moringa tree is full of everything that it takes to keep your body in check, replenish, detox. Guys, this particular tree, from the root right on down to the seeds, to the oils that we put in our skincare line, you'll see in a moment. Guys, across the board, we operate at the highest level possible to go out there and ensure that what separates us from every other particular company that's got the same thing that you could buy maybe anywhere from a nutritional store to a Walmart to a Sam's to a Costco's. Guys, everything that I will share with you today is backed by the belief of this moringa tree, and a little bit of research would probably get you excited about it. It's been called Plant of the Year. It's got unprecedented third-party validation. Documentation beats conversation every single day of the week. I could tell you it's great, but if Johns Hopkins University, Discovery Channel, National Geographic, UNICEF talks about what this particular thing does, from cleaning up the water to helping malnutrition, right on down to replenishing our own bodies, guys, we've got a perfect scenario for you and I to have a business and also something to go create wealth for our families. One of those solutions is our Zija weight program. It's a way to offset, meal replacement right on down to energy. My favorite's XM Plus, guys. I used to drink lots of energy drinks, crash all the time. This keeps me jacked up. We kid with each other. We call it, man, we're drinking the tree. That's just I can't tell you enough about my belief structure in that particular product. Obviously, the testimonials will speak for themselves of people from the weight capsules right on down to sort of just figuring out what this particular line of products has to offer everyone. Guys, testimonials alone will speak for themselves. But when you begin to add an active lifestyle and a peak performance system, guys, you can go out there and choose the regimen that best fits you. And the regimen that best fits you may be different for you than someone else. So just keep in mind, we're not just going to teach you how to get paid for taking care of yourself. We're going to teach you how to get paid for people doing the exact same thing all over the world. We've also, of course, got a skincare line that we're very proud of. And every component of what we do is at the very highest level. And in everything that we offer, it all has the moringa. Now, we're not only health conscious about what we put in us, but today we're obviously health conscious about what we put on us. Now, getting down to the meat and potatoes of what this particular concept allows you and I the opportunity to go do. Because I don't know that I wanted to be a contractor. I don't know that I wanted to be in real estate. And I pastored also for about 18 years, and that's something I was very passionate about. So in all of my walks of life, I found great joy in helping others sort of pursue their dreams and their goals, and to empower them to dare to believe that they could do anything that they choose to do. But where in the world do we learn business? Today you can take a curriculum or a crash course, and traditional business is risky at best and often never works. But what if at a minimal cost I could teach you in the direct selling industry how to create leverage, which means that you could multiply your efforts, and as teaching others, sort of like distribution, what if you could have unlimited earning potential, not based on what someone will pay you, but based on what you're willing to do? So here's where this sort of breaks down to. Some of you today will leave here, and obviously you might begin to seek out advice from either the broke brother-in-law or the person that obviously don't understand the industry. Today, the brightest minds they are in business is calling this a $1 trillion industry. People like Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki are writing books called Why We Recommend Network Marketing. It's an industry that I'd never participated in until 2008. Guys, my first introduction to this particular industry, I've actually made millions in the industry. Today, I'm a proud Zija International business partner because of, one, the culture of this company, the opportunity, the timing of the opportunity, and the unlimited earning potential for me and my family. Guys, direct selling is not only a $125 billion industry. If anything out there is creating that type of revenue, then we should all sit up and pay attention and recognize that money today in a bad economy did not go away. Guys, that's just not true. Money just simply moved. If you could learn where the money moved to and you had the right vehicle, then all you would have to do is apply effort. We know that the health and wellness movement is something that's revolutionized in how we think, right on down to health food stores, to everything that we look at today, from gluten-free living to just about every aspect of our life. We're more recognizing these trends than ever before. So today, we're in the right industry at the right time. Let's talk about the money. You're going to come in this business as an active 150. That means that for every particular person you enroll, you're going to earn what's called a first order bonus, and that is going to be 20%. There's going to be three options you choose from. Option 2 and 3 are the best because they have some financial incentives that just gives you a little bit more money. Option 1 is quite fine as well. It's where probably the bulk of people start, especially when you're just getting started. We know that people today are hurting, but when it's all said and done, guys, I know that if you saw the opportunity here, everybody could come up with what it takes to get started if you truly wanted change in your life. Option 1 means that you can come in this business at $330. Guys, that's a one-time cost. And then I'm going to also teach you how to run your business for free. Here's how you start getting paid. It's really, really simple. If all we ever did was teach the system of getting to, that's it. The number 2 is a very powerful number. Even, of course, Moses sent the spies into the land of Canaan, 2 by 2. When Christ sent the disciples out, 2 by 2. So there's obviously power in that number. Here's what I love. You being an active 150, just getting started, go share this opportunity with 2 people. If they came in at the 330 level, then guys, that would be a little bit less money. If they came in with the Builder System 1, which I would highly suggest, that's $660, then 20% of those 500 volume points or 500 product volume would basically be $100 for the enrollee on the left, $100 for the enrollee on the right. There's $200, and for every 2 that you enroll, we're going to give you an enrollment builder bonus, because that's another $50. So you've earned $250, and by the way, when you get in this business and start working, you're going to earn money the very next week. No better way to create believability in what it is that we believe in and what it is that we're teaching you to do than to go get your first check. Now, obviously, this is just the beginning stages of what we do. So most people don't necessarily worry about what it costs to get in. Oftentimes, they're worried about, hey, I know that there's an auto ship in this particular process. In order to create residual income, you've got to have something that you're doing every single month. Well, you're right. We do have an auto ship. So it gets you going in the business and allows you to be a qualified business partner for onward sale or for self-consumption. What if I could teach you how to get this for free? Free. Name me any business in the world you could run for free. Here's how easy it is to do. Go out there and enroll 2. Even if you enrolled them at the lesser level, $330, which has 250 product volume with it, guys, just 2 of those within a 30-day period means that from that particular point forward, you're going to get your auto ship paid for the very next month. Now, if you want to keep it free every single month, then all you got to do is sponsor 1 more each month, at least at the 330 level, and you're never going to have any overhead. So let's talk about the power of 2 and the simplicity of creating leverage and obviously residual income. Guys, in the world I lived in, you dug a ditch, you got paid. Dug a ditch, got paid. You didn't dig a ditch, you guessed it, you didn't get paid. That's pretty much how most of the world operates. The word residual income was not a part of my vocabulary. Nobody ever taught me that this was even possible. So when I talk about if you're a little bit tough, a little bit ambitious, a little bit driven, a little bit competitive, more importantly, really want to win for your family, I'm going to teach you how to do something your financial advisor probably can't do for you, and definitely your bank probably can't do for you. In our particular company, we operate on what's called a binary pay system. That means all you're ever having to build is 2 legs. That's incredible because you can basically build as deep as you want and help every single person on your team. Now, I'm going to show you the power of 2 getting 2, and I'm going to show you the power of just a lesser leg, which is what we get paid our team commission on. 10% to be exact, unless, of course, you come in with a higher package. So I want you to think about this. 1, of course, turning into 2 to 4 to 8. Guys, by month 5, you're only at $240 a month. But what if by month 9, I know it's not a get rich quick or overnight, but what if this thing just at its absolute minimal, you didn't hit it out of the ballpark, you wasn't doing it every single day, you didn't really go after this in a huge way right out of the gate, you didn't create any momentum, so just on a very simple duplication of 2, what if by the time it would take maybe your wife to have a baby, you could be earning $3,840 a month? And by the way, remember, our pay is actually coming to you weekly. All right, so I want you to think about this. It's actually called a cycle. I want you to remember that what I'm sharing with you is not indicative of our compensation plan, nor is it guaranteed. Right? There's all kinds of variables, of course, in any business. Some of these might go get 20, some might go get none. But on a minimal scale, what if by month 9, 38, guys, that's like $22, $23 an hour. I come from a little small town in the panhandle of Florida. Guys, most people where I live, they don't make $24,000, $30,000 a year. The school teacher don't, the cop don't. Guys, lots of people will never make this ever. What would an extra $3,000 or $4,000 a month, $40,000 or $50,000 a year do for you? Not based on what you do part-time or 5 jobs or having to go do something crazy, but on the power of duplication, leverage, right? Not getting paid for what you do. Think about this. The poverty mindset says, I'm going to work for money. The wealthy mindset says, I'm going to make my money work for me. Poverty mindset says, how much is it going to cost me? Wealthy mindset says, wonder how much money we could make here. Guys, it doesn't matter which one you are. You can change that today. So the power of residual income is walk-away passive income. At the gold level in our business, which we've got people doing this in a month, some 2 months, you can actually become BINs qualified. That can either be black or silver. Where I live, we're probably going to have to put like some swamp or mud tires on this thing. But where in the world could you do something in a very month or 2 or 3 and go qualify to actually be a part of Team BINs? Multiple other ways to get paid: volume rebates, diamond pools, participation in many different places, going on trips. Guys, the whole world seems to be collapsing. People are groping, moaning, complaining. Come to one of our meetings, be around our groups. You'll see people smiling. You'll see people acting like they're, I don't know, man, like they're dreaming again, right? The scripture says that he come that we may have life and have life more abundant. Guys, I want you to prosper. I want you to be in health. But in this particular journey, we get a chance to actually bring all that full circle and accomplish all of these things. If you're really, really good at what you do and you build a big business with integrity and character, you can also be a part of something called the Profit Participation Pool. This is, of course, held apart for the best of the best. But once again, where could you have an opportunity to do something and then learn how to earn revenue on the entire company? From a standpoint of timing, as Ray Kroc would say, guys, you got to be at the right place at the right time. Then you got to do something about it. Creating a legacy is recognizing business trends. I want you to think about this. Guys, if we had a chance to go back 8, 9 years and invest in Google, you would do it. If we had a chance to go invest in Apple, you'd do it. Guys, today you got a chance to be a part of something that's 6.5 years old, over $100 million in revenue, and we're on the verge of becoming a $1 billion business in the next 2 or 3 years. From a standpoint of shift, trend, culture, business awareness, guys, we are absolutely going to dominate the industry because of what we do. Our brand awareness is we've got something nobody else has, so we've already set ourselves aside. The testimonials will speak for themselves. Add work, add vision, add a little bit of hope. And from a business standpoint, we're going to train you. We're going to give you support. You're going to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're going to teach you how to, once again, be the CEO of your own life. Create your own destiny. Guys, you get a chance to now write the rest of the chapters of your life. And all of my life of ministering the gospel, once again, taking great pride in trying to help others aspire to be something that they probably didn't think they could be. I want to remind you today that if you're looking at this for the very first time, that no is the wrong answer. Napoleon Hill probably says it best as he studied the culture and lives of billionaires that successful people make quick and decisive decisions and they stick to them. Make a decision today to get started. Pick the pack. Pick builder 1, builder 2, because it's going to add a little bit more money, and nobody should turn down more money. Guys, more money is good for everybody. But if all you can do is come in at 3:30, get started. Getting started is what it takes to be great. And today, I want to welcome you to the team. I can't wait to meet you, shake your hand, and absolutely see you at the top. As I leave you guys, I want to leave you with one thought. You can merge through life being complacent, being ordinary, taking advice from everybody in the world, and building others' people's dreams. Today, I want to suggest that you take life back into your control. That from this point forward, you recognize that you can own your own business, be an entrepreneur, and be in control. Guys, all we got to do is work with integrity and character, help enough other people get what they want, and we in return can get what we want. In closing, I want to remind you of a scripture in 1 Corinthians 10:24. The great apostle Paul said it this way: "Let no man seek his own, but let every man seek another's wealth." All that really means is let no man seek his own wealth. This whole pay it forward or people helping people. Let no man seek his own wealth, but let every man seek another's wealth. Let us sow our knowledge, our time, our energy into your life. And guys, if you'll add a little bit of work, be teachable and coachable, we can teach you that wealth is within reach. You just got to get started. Guys, thanks and God bless.